Mm. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Tea with Trina. And I'm hopping on for just a little bit of time to share a bit of a personal message with you. And hello, I'm going to talk a little bit about healing and also a message of encouragement. But before I get into my message that I want to share with you today, I'm going to let you know what I'm having for tea. I'm having iced chai tea. Mhm. So I made my chai tea and then I cooled it down. And I'm gonna have to figure out my new flavor process with this chai tea because the creamer that I have is really, really sweet. So I don't put any honey in it because the creamer is so sweet, which I don't like as sweet as this is. But that's what I'm having today, and it tastes like ice cream. That's how sweet it is. Mhm. So I'll have a bit of it. I don't know if I can take all of the sweetness for this time, but I'll have a little bit. But I wanted to talk with you about my story of healing, and I want to share this with you because I was listening this week to a share that MJ Harris gave about his story of um, being impacted by Yolanda Adams and her song. And while I was listening to his sharing his story, so many things came up for me. And I wanted to share this with you today for Tea with Trina because he there's a couple things. Okay, I know I have this my message of encouragement. So just know by the end of this marriage that it is going to be encouraging, though it may not start out that way. Okay. And I also want to just say for trigger warning for those who may be impacted by death and dying, be aware that I'm going to have some things of that in this message. Um, you all know that this month is Suicide Prevention Month. Um, and MJ Harris was sharing a story about, he was had a lot of bullying growing up, and he was at a point where he didn't want to be here in life anymore. He listened to um, Yolanda Adams, and that is what saved him. Right, gave him some encouragement to keep going with in life. And that was brought I was brought back to my own journey around being teased as a child, and I'm going to share this with you and share my journey with you and ultimately where I ended up. Okay, I was teased so much as a child by people who I looked up to and really, really enjoyed being around until I got so teased so bad. But they used to tease me about my looks. Growing up, they used to always call me and tell me I had a big forehead, and I was teased mercilessly. Mercilessly, I can't even say the word, but I was teased so much about having a big forehead as a child. And I remember when I was little, my mother had bought a record player, and it was a kids record player, and I had Stevie Wonder's My Cherie Amour, and I would play this little red record. It was one for kids, and I would play it over and over and over again in the basement of my home. I would just play that record over again because I would sing it over again thinking of that song being sung to me. And I remember singing it over and over again and finding love and acceptance within. I also found love and acceptance in expression and artistic expression, so music and dance. And I understood, I believe that artists had a way of creating things that impacted people's lives. I understood that throughout life. And I stepped into that. I found support and love in art at that point, and uh, understood that art was love, art was a form of expression, and also art is healing. And I wanted to share that with you because I was so impacted in my own story by an artist um, that allowed me to release some of the pain that I was experiencing, articulate that, grow into what I wanted to grow into. And it's something that I found that song, I found that love within, and I ultimately myself became an artist, and became a coach of artists to help artists create the change that they're here to make, right? To find love, to find healing, to find um, the activation and expression of the work that they're here to do, because I think is that important, because I believe art is healing. And I believe that art shifts and changes things for people. And so after all of that teasing I received later in life, my own journey was becoming a model, then becoming a professional actor. And I tell my children that all the time that I was teased for my looks and for my forehead then, but I was the one who later in life had my face on a billboard. I was the one who was getting paid work from being an actor and a model after that, right? And how it's so important to go within and give yourself love within to do the healing work that's necessary and take action on what you feel you're here to do, no matter what anybody else's say or think, what they say or think, because their perspective is their perspective, but your life is your life. And you get to choose and decide what you're going to activate and put out into the world. And so for me, I decided that I was going to put out into the world performing work, but work that was also about reaching and connecting to people and providing opportunity for love, for healing, and for growth. And for me to step into that and do that work for myself and to help other people cultivate it in their life and in their work as well. So that's what I do, and then that's what I absolutely love. And so I wanted to share that with you because that was my journey. And I found my healing through artistic expression. I found my healing through listening to music, through dance, through acting and performing and being on stage. Through and because what that really is about is, for me, it's about observation, it's about exploration of feelings, of being, of different ways to engage and response, of communication. And all of that gave me an opportunity to release things that no longer served me, to release things that I no longer wanted to carry with me. And so I love art in all of its forms, and I support artists and the work that they're here to do. And I'm going to be sharing over the next few days, but I'm going to also put it into the comment section once I'm done with my live here, of an artist that I want to encourage you to go and support. I recommend that you go and support artists in ways of buying their art and supporting their projects, because of the work that artists do to help people get to a new level of understanding, of being, of healing, of even expressing their own work. I was impacted by an artist, and I found the opportunity, the way within me to go seek out, to find that self love, to express that self love, and to be loving in my life, listening to my Sharia more over and over and over again as a little kid. So I recommend that you go support artists. This is my message of encouragement, other than that you can claim your life and be who you're here to be, but also that you support artists, to give back to them in ways that help them to continue to do the work that they're here to do. And I'm going to be promoting and sharing one of the artists that I want to encourage you to go support. One of the artists is one of my former clients, Atlas Phoenix, and I'll be posting the link to go support them in their upcoming project of doing work, and sharing their journey through story, through film. And I want to encourage you to check it out. So make sure you check the link in the comment section. I'll be posting it today. And I want to say thank you so much for your share, for listening in. And today is a day, the National Day of Encouragement. So go. I encourage you to go and enjoy and encourage others, but also go and support an artist today. Thank you so much to listening to my message and my journey of healing. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day today. We'll talk soon. Bye.